Music is an incredible blessing to this world, especially when you get to enjoy it with your friends. But let's say you're in the car with your friends and 3 of your friends are all jamming out to the same song at the same time, and you're this one person in the front and you're like, what song is this? I don't like this song. And it's boring, it's awkward, you're not having a fun time. Or maybe you're the person in control of the music, like me in the front seat, and everyone's trying to ask for the different song all at the same time. And you're freaking out because you're trying to drive and control the music and make everyone happy all at the same time. But now, this problem is completely alleviated with Juke Jams. Juke Jams is the music app that changes this to this. Hi, my name is Caleb Frank, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer.
Hi, I'm Katie Loco, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer.
Hi, I'm Lydia Wozniak, I'm the Chief Operating Officer.
Hi, I'm Abhinav Chadavarapu, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer.
So what is Juke Jams? Essentially, it's just like your normal music app where you go in and see the music that's being played, as you can see on the right. As we like to call it, Juke Jams, it's just like a jukebox, but on your phone. So on the left, you can see there's My Friends as well as Parties Near Me. This allows you to join with people either if you're on with friends on the app or just simply by location. As you can see on the right with the current song that's being played, your friends will all be able to join together, go on their app, and send in their own songs, going to, in the bottom right corner, My Music, and sending it in from their own music playlist. And that will line up in the queue, and as you can see on each side of the song, there's a plus and minus. This allows people to vote either positively or negatively, and based on those votes, the songs will either move up or down. So say everyone wants to listen to Detroit Rock City. That currently has 12 votes, and that gets played next. So if the whole party wants to listen to that, that's what's going to play next. Ideally, we would like to include music from Pandora, Spotify, and YouTube. This allows to cover a wide range of music services so that everyone has the music that they like and listen to, and it's easy and quick to add to the group playlist. Now, who are we aiming for? This problem is most commonly experienced in the sort of college age range. So these are the type of people about ages 18 to 30 where these people are found either in parties or carpooling and where this problem is most commonly experienced.
Okay, so again, my name is Lydia. We found an input from 170 different people. We got 44 interviews and 126 survey results, ranging from all different ages, from teachers, classmates, friends, family, etc. So from our survey, we found that 93% of people listen to music in a group, whether that's in the car or at a party. We found that there actually is a market for this app. Also from the survey, we found that 71% of people argue about the music that's being played. Either they don't like music or they don't know the music. And we found that there actually is a problem that needs a solution. And then from our interview, we found that 80% of people find it stressful to pick music for a group, and we found that these are problems primarily for young adults. So we have our two competitors, Spotify and Out Loud. Spotify is our indirect competitor. This is a music app that allows you to listen to music, but it only allows one person in charge of picking music for a group. Spotify has both a premium and a free version. The premium is $9.99 per month, and it allows you to just skip songs and there's no ads. And then Out Loud is our direct competitor. This is an app where you can vote on the music that gets played, also just like ours, and it's free, but it doesn't have all the same features that we have. Some of the features that make us special are also part of our premium, which is how we plan on making money. So our first feature is the owner has the right to veto. So say if a song is put into the playlist that they don't want, they can take the song out, or if the song with the most votes they don't want to be played at a specific event, then they can also take it out. The owner also has more restrictions over the party. So if somebody keeps neglecting the same song over and over again, it's kind of annoying to hear the same song in a row multiple times throughout the night. So they can further restrict who actually joins the party, and they can kick people out if that happens. They also have further restrictions over what songs we put in. So for a specific event, if you don't want any explicit songs, they can further restrict and filter what songs get put into the playlist. And then another feature we have is you can save the playlist from the party. So if you go to a party or an event the night before and you really like a lot of the songs that get played, you can save the playlist so that you don't have to stress about figuring out what song it was or making a new playlist. It's already there for you, so you can go back and take it. And then in addition, with the premium, there'll be no ads.
So again, my name is Katie Lucko, and I'm going to be taking you through our numbers today. So we're going to start with our total addressable market. So we're going to start with the population in the United States, not the whole United States, but from 13 to 70 years of age, because that's the most people who use technology the most. Then we're going to get people who stream music online and people who listen to music in groups. We're going to run that through our monthly subscription price of $3.99 to get our total addressable market of $1.5 billion. First, serviceable addressable market, we're going to take the number of buyers that was calculated on the slide before, then we're going to shrink that age group down again to 18 to 30 years of age, and then a household income of $50,000 more. We're going to run that through that same $3.99 price to get $27 million for our serviceable addressable market. Of that, we get a 0.03% market share. How did I get that? So instead of starting with the population of the United States in the beginning, I ran through with the population of the Chicagoland area to get a market share of $7.5 thousand projected for our first year. How are we going to get there? I believe that is with marketing. On the board, I have 2 examples of Facebook ads we plan on running that I have created, asking for pre-downloads for our app, Juke. Because we are dealing with technology, I believe our best route for marketing is through social media. Like I've mentioned, we plan on running on Facebook, alongside Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube. On that YouTube route, we plan on reaching out to social media influencers in the Chicagoland area in the age between 18 to 35 years of age. We are special because we are dealing with music. Music truly does surround us in our everyday life, especially restaurants, bowling alleys, and entertainment, and sports stadiums. As part of our MVP, we plan on reaching out to these types of businesses in the local area and see if they're willing to implement Juke Jams into their business. For that benefits us by getting our name out there for marketing, but also benefits the companies we're reaching out to by providing them a cheaper subscription for music and leaving their customers with a memorable experience.
So for MVP, we're asking for $150. We're splitting this into 2 main categories. One would be for purchasing a domain name and hosting it, and the rest would be for advertising. And we're splitting the advertising into 2 main groups. As Katie mentioned, we plan to take the influencer advertising route. And on that note, we have a local YouTube influencer in our area that's agreed to have Juke Jams on her channel, and she has about 100,000 total views. So that's going to be a good opportunity for us. And then the rest of the money we're planning to use to run Facebook ads with the 2 ads that Katie showed you previously. Now, we have a great opportunity because we did a pitch to the software engineering class at Nicholas Central and ended to develop a beta version of our app. So in the rest of this month, in the start of January, we're planning to both launch our website and pitch to the software engineering class to start development of a beta version of our app. In February, we're planning to reach out to the local businesses and restaurants to see if they'd be willing to implement Juke Jams and whether there's a market there for it. And then throughout March and April, we're going to continue developing the app with the software engineering team. And then once it's finished, we're planning to create a demo video and release it to the people who said they would pre-download to see if the app that we get is the same thing that they requested when they pre-ordered.
So as we know, music surrounds us in our daily lives. When we're listening by ourselves, it's a great experience, but apparently it's a stressful experience listening to others. However, with Juke Jams, we can make a great experience not only for just one person, but for everybody. Thank you.
You talked about a premium subscription model, and you quoted a price of $3.99, which I kind of took as a base. So what's the premium pricing on it? Or did I misunderstand?
So the $3.99 price is for our premium.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the premium.
Yeah, and then
So
we
pay to
have
have
free
the ads
version.
removed.
It's free and it's,
Yeah, we have a free
it's a
and
free
premium.
Okay.
premium.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification, I appreciate it.
So let me understand the software. This is my jam, the software side. So I want to understand, so if the 5 of us have an app, I'm the master and I basically am syncing with all of your playlists. Is it the songs that actually get synchronized, or is it just the song titles that you're polling and then the music is played off the title?
Ideally, it would be that you could actually send the song into the mass playlist. So hopefully that works, if that makes sense. So instead of like just sending the name, like you would be able to say, hey, this is in my playlist, let's put it in the
We haven't fully researched
Yeah.
that yet, though.
Okay.
Like that's gonna be.
You're gonna run into licensing issues
Yeah.
out of the gate, we're already seeing that. But what I do like about this is a longer conversation from this group. There's a very interesting thing you guys could do with this. Too much here, my brain's spinning, I love this. Good job.
Thank you.
So what do you see as your major hurdles? So you got a development issue about how you're going to do the linkage or send the song into a playlist. And there may be a licensing issue. What else?
I think our main issue would be finding a price that people would be willing to pay, because our $3.99 is our estimate for now, but based on what response we get, we might end up having to alter the price. And we just need to find that price that people are willing to pay, because we're not actually providing music, we're just providing a way for people to get music to each other. So we just need to find a way for a price for us that people would be paying.
Well, how does Outloud, how do they do it? What's their business model, and what's their technical solution?
So, sorry. Their solution is very similar. We all downloaded the app and tried to make a playlist, and it was pretty easy to go through Spotify. It only allowed you to use Spotify, but through the app I could click on add a song, and it pulled up my Spotify, and then all of a sudden my Spotify song was in the Outloud app.
But you're not loading your. I think technically I don't see that you're actually loading a Spotify song. It's really just a list of songs that you like on Spotify. The song resides on Spotify's server until you play it. So in that model, it's only lists. It's only your list. It's only just a list of names of songs, and that's why they only have one source for Spotify. That's why you can't mix the Spotify and the Pandora probably in the same kind of construct there.
Right, the only way to get around the licensing issue is basically if I have the master list of all the songs on my iTunes account, what it's doing, it's going out there polling and finding all the matches of what you guys have on yours that matches to mine, and I only play what I already have of those songs that match to all your preferences, of those songs that match. That would probably be the best MVP that you would go after, because it doesn't create that. It's based on, I already own the songs, all I'm trying to do is, oh, you own the same song, you own the same song, we all own the same song together, let's only play those.
Yeah, well, I was thinking similarly, like, so we just did we have a couple of the subscriptions, but the one I'm thinking of is the Apple Music. So we have this family plans, $15 a month. Everybody in the family can play whatever Apple has, right? The licensing.
That's right.
So similar to what you're saying, Phil, is that they're pulling the song from an existing song that's in there. So I'm paying for the license with my $15 a month. I'd be paying $4 a month more to allow all of us to choose the playlist if I used Juke, right? But the source is, now the question is does that mean that everyone who has the app also has to have the subscription, the underlying subscription to Apple Music or to something else?
You would have to.
And if you're trying to bring in from, you said Pandora and Spotify. So that would be now you have to have two subscriptions.
Now you're matching channels out there on those. You have the same, I like the 80 station, you like the 80 station. Oh, we both do, then only play that station.
Although, then you look at like how did Sonos do it, right? So we have Sonos at home. Sonos allows me to tie in Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, a bunch of different sources. And it's I can just pick a song, I don't even really need to know the source, and it'll just play it on our Sonos. But what's not happening is what you're talking about, which is when my daughter walks into the room and she wants to play something else, she has to take over the Sonos, so to speak, and then play her songs, which are usually better. Because she likes house music. So
help me understand the big stadium concept when it comes to that. When you're looking at a stadium and you got thousands of people, is it the same thing, only play the songs that everybody in the stadium share together, or the majority?
Yeah, so we are looking to like sort of the Sonos kind of atmosphere, but so there'll be like a code or something that everybody in the stadium can like send in a song and vote on the songs. So basically the same thing, but over the loudspeakers.
So are they requesting the songs, or are you automatically sourcing it from the devices? Am I requesting to the playlist?
Yes.
I want to hear this song, add it to the master.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the jukebox notion,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
just like you select the song in the jukebox,
Yeah, but who gets to be the one? Who gets to be the one that's, what you call it?
Master.
The master? Who gets
It's
to
how do you
pick
take the
that?
host, right? The host is softball, whoever gets the most votes. So in the voting model,
Well,
it's
it's whatever
either
device
who's
is
next or
Whose device is in control?
Whoever device is plugged into the speaker.
I would think the host of the party, and from a technology standpoint, if you want to simplify everything, I'm not saying you should do this, but if you have an API with Spotify, you guys don't have to do anything with music. You can just be a listening service, a front end. People vote on your platform, but you're plugged into Spotify. So you're still hearing the Spotify ads, or somebody has to be a Spotify subscriber, but then you don't have to deal with licensing and all that. You're just an API front end that sits on top, which might be a little cleaner and easier. But aside from that, I really love the pitch.
Yeah, good job.
Well done.
Yeah, nice pitch.
So why wouldn't you ask for 500 if it's out there versus the 150?
To be blunt, we weren't, we didn't think that you were gonna give us that much. So,
Most people stand back the other way.
that's the number one.
Over 5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, big.
Go big or
because
go
we are
home.
spending most of our money on our marketing, you know, we could probably do that kind of cheap. But if you are willing to give us more than that, we'll take
John, you
it.
already said 150.
For the marketing, I will use every cent that you give us if we do.
Good job.